Soundbox presents Lego Transformers.
Autobot sighted. Calling all Seekers. Oh no, the code's not working. I need to find Wheeljack. Whoa! Oh no, Seekers! I gotta get out of here! Fire on the Autobot! That was close! Whoa! 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 That was close! Hello, LEGO Transformers fans. This is Soundbox with LEGO Transformers Generation 1 Origin Bumblebee. Origin Bumblebee appeared in one episode of Transformers. It was the very first episode. Here is my Lego build of him. And here is the buzzworthy Bumblebee Target exclusive of Generation 1 Origin Bumblebee. So it was only one appearance. Then the Transformers went to Earth and Bumblebee took on his regular mode that we saw in one of the last episodes. So to make his little flying saucer hover car thing from Cybertron, I used a blue piece to make the windshield, some bright yellow flat plates, and then some curved, more just regular yellow to give him those wings, that wing look on him. And then I used a circular piece for kind of like a the top to give that curvature. I also put an Autobot symbol up top. I know in the actual figure it was down here, but I like it better up here. On the back, he's got these little plates, these little jumper plates that you could actually put a blue little stud to simulate energy coming out for like a rocket booster. So that's Bumblebee in his vehicular mode. And here is a quick size comparison between Generation 1 Origins Bumblebee, the Lego version, and Generation 1 Lego Bumblebee. They are roughly the same size. Origins looks a little bigger because he's got these wider wing arm things, and Bumblebee is more compact as a car. But when you put them really close together, you can kind of see that they're really the same size. Bumblebee's top of his car comes to the top of this vehicle for his Origins mode. Now let's get rid of the Bumblebee car and get on with the transformation. To transform Lego Transformers Origin Bumblebee, actually it's Generation 1 Origin Bumblebee, we need to first kind of wiggle his arms out. They're on ball joints, so they're really easy to kind of bring out. We don't need to do much more than that for the moment. Now let's work on the bottom of the figure. We will turn him around and turn these two jumper plates to the sides. There they'll be more straight. Now we can take and put our finger in this little gap right here. And when I pull that down, this hinge piece allows me to pull that completely down. I'll do the same with this side. Put my finger right in that little piece there. This flat plate helps for grabbing hold of it. And bring it down. Now we'll turn him around. We'll turn his head around. All my bumblebees have heads that rotate around. And we'll bring his arms up. Now, where's his hands? Right here. Well, we had an on-camera faux pas. That's stud friction for you. Got one stud holding that piece on. The stud friction on his hands didn't want to hold on that one hand. And now he's in robot mode. And you can see he is a small, compact robot. That round piece becomes his kind of like his stomach, chest, and he has an Autobot symbol right there on his chest. The curved wings in this version I use as the arms. That was the best way to capture the transformation for him. And I love the way I built these little feet. They kind of have a little bit of articulation in them. You can make him look like he's walking. You can stand him on different things. And you can turn his feet to give them a little bit of expression. And his arms are on these ball joints. So his arms can go up and down, and his hands can turn left and right. I decided to use these sideways hands, which if you rotate his arm sideways, you can put like a gun or something in there, and it'll look like it's held straight. Or he could be working on something, and you can put something sideways in his hand. So he does have some posability with that. He is very action figure-like, and of course his head turns. So that's posability of LegoTransformers Generation 1 Origins Bumblebee. Now let's compare him for a size comparison to some others. So here we have Origins Bumblebee compared to Generation 1 Bumblebee. In robot mode, the Origins version stands a little bit taller. I did use horns on him instead of a triangular piece, a little hand piece to make the horns. And I used a circle with a little hole in it to give him some expression in his face instead of the flat plate. Now let's look at the side view. They're both very small, about the same size. I mean, the G1 is a little shorter just because of the way the legs are. But I really love the way I did the legs on this Origins Bumblebee. Now let's compare him to his actual figure. We'll bring him in, and he is a small deluxe figure. Of course, compared to my LegoTransformers, he's an absolute giant. Now you can see with the figure, the wings are actually on the legs, and so the arms are unencumbered. But for the transformation in this small level of Lego, I made the wings be the arms. It was just easier to transform and work better. Also, you notice the black and the yellow. I used light gray because of the ball joint hinge pieces I have. I don't have any black ball joint pieces that I know of. So the gray I used instead of black gives it a decent little color breakup. And mine, the legs are all yellow as opposed to having the black legs with a little bit of yellow. The Autobot symbol is still in the chest, so that's really cool. And of course this is a faux forming chest to make him look more like his G1 vehicular mode. And whereas this Bumblebee doesn't have a faux forming chest, this is actually his chest, which is his roof of his car. Or his hover car. And so, there we have LegoTransformers Generation 1 Origins Bumblebee. Also guest starring in this episode of LegoTransformers, I had built some Tetrajets. Yes, I had to sacrifice my Seekers in order to build their Tetrajet versions. Unfortunately, these guys are not Transformers. They do not transform. I looked up the Generation 1 stylized Tetrajet, and I made my own stylized versions of them based off to give them a little bit of difference, because, you know, I don't like my Seekers all being the same. I like them to have a little bit of their own personality. But I try to kind of give them that Tetrajet feel and look, but making each one a little distinct and keeping the color scheme. So here we have Starscream. And we have Skywarp. In the future, I will try to find a way to make these guys actually transform. So we may have transforming Tetrajet Seekers, but we got a lot of other Transformers to go through before we get to them. But right now, these are just vehicle mode looking Tetrajets. Oh, Thrust, in case you didn't get who that was. And of course, Thundercracker. Thundercracker, I kind of made his wingspan a little longer and gave him these big thunderous cannons at the end to give him that larger feel. Dirge somehow turned out really tiny, but I like the way he looks. And Ramjet is another big one. Of this group, my favorites are Skywarp. Really like his colors. Starscream, I really like his breakout. And Thrust, they are my favorites. Thrust has this neat little reverse curve piece here, which makes him actually look a little closer to the real G1 Tetrajets. Even though there were not any Tetrajets of Ramjet, Thrust, and Dirge, I had to go off just recolors of the originals, because a lot of fans recolored the original G1 drawings to make them look like the other Tetrajets. So these were the guest stars of the episode. Of course, they're only vehicle mode guests for now, but one day they'll transform too. If you liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And stay tuned for more Lego Transformers. Boom, boom.